going to really focus on in 2020. Besides the community fairs, the health fairs, legal clinics, all of the services that we're going to bring, besides DOCAS, which is going to be a continuous movement. We're going to have evangelistic crusades that we are going to host together as a synod, as a movement, as one church, representing the different diversity and giftings, and prove to these people that believe that we can now work together as Latinos, because he's not Latino, just so you know, but he was named an honorary Latino. So we came to one of our meetings, and Dr. Macon kept calling him our Latino brother, so he became our Latino brother. So he's Latino now. He's an honorary Hispanic. Amen. So we're going to be doing that, working together as a team. Having said that, one of the things that I feel is important, and one of the things that can bring friction, is when people overstep their bounds and everybody's stepping on each other's toes. If everybody's doing the same thing, and then there's more likelihood for there to be friction and competition and so forth, and conflict, which we're trying to avoid. So one of the ways that we can avoid conflict is by recognizing the gift that each person has, and having those people with the skill sets, with the experience, with the particular talent, oversee certain aspects of the synod and represent us in different areas, and work as a team with other people that have similar talents and similar mindsets. So there can be subgroups that will be emphasizing specific areas that are needed. So for the evangelistic crusades throughout Ohio and throughout North America, because this synod is not limited to just Ohio. And we're starting with Cleveland and Lorraine because there's a lot of connection between the two cities. There's a lot of Hispanics between Cleveland and Lorraine. But this, we can have satellite offices and churches working together throughout all of the U.S. and beyond. So when it comes to evangelistic crusades, just so you know, David Nico Hill, he is going to be our director of the synod when it comes to evangelistic outreach. So anything that has to do with evangelistic outreach, he's going to be leading those efforts, working with the group. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because he has experience. How many countries have you been to evangelize?
Several.
Huh?
Several.
Several?
Yes.
A whole bunch of them, right?
Yes, sir.
So he's been throughout the entire world. So he has experience. Él ha hecho campaña evangelística en todas las diferentes partes del mundo. He's got a ministry team he's got his own ministry that's called God's Soldiers. You talk about soldiers, soldados de Dios. He's got a team of people that actually work like soldiers. I've seen them work. Where they work with military precision. All he does is he gives them one command, and everybody does what they're supposed to do. He's got access to some of the best talents in the Christian realm when it comes to singers and praise and worship leaders throughout different denominations. So he's able to mobilize some of the best talents in the state and in the country, and he's got direct connections to people like Nikki Cruz and other people that we want to bring. And through him, why don't you tell them briefly about that conversation I had with your pastor friend from Columbus? That's one of the spiritual advisors of the governor.
You're talking about Jerry O'Brien?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he's in charge of evangelical prayer and community within the White House. But one thing I did want to specify is I'm just a willing, obedient, humble servant. I'm a patriarch of God's Soldier Ministries. And it's one of the most transformative, disruptive, effective salvation and deliverance ministries in the country. We stay underneath the radar, underneath the public's platform, so that we can really get the work done, so that we can work with all different denominations, all different pastors, all different outreaches, and proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. So I'm just honored and blessed and privileged to be a very, very small part about what God is doing with your Synod, Bishop Omar, and the anointed and gifted and favored and blessed individuals that you've brought here. We are putting together outreaches and revivals, assuming that God gives us that breath today, with several churches all over the state of Ohio and all over the country and internationally. I do have a book out called Called from the Abyss that you can get on Amazon or Kindle. And they're writing a movie based on my life story called Beautiful Scars that should be in pre-production in Los Angeles sometime within the next, I just say within the first of the year. So if that's God's plan and purpose, so be it. But like I said, I'm just honored to be a very small part of what you are doing here, because it is so needed.
And I've seen him at work, and he's got a tremendous anointing from God. He's very humble, very low-key, but he's got tremendous anointing from God, and he's got a passion for what he does. He's got a system that works, and he's been able to touch hundreds and thousands of lives. So we are actually privileged to have him as part of a ministry team in this synod representing our evangelistic efforts. So that's his specialty. So that's why he's going to be directing that. So we can coordinate stuff together, and he can help you bring the resources you need when it comes to evangelism. Melvin here